just give me a thumbs up when it's good to go.
I see a green light, so I think it's good.
Yeah, we're good.
Sure. Awesome. Well, hello, Olivia. My name is Amanda Marder, and I'm going to be walking you through this session. You probably know, but let me explain why we've asked you to come here today. We're testing a website that we're working on so we can see what it's like for actual people to use it. I want to make it clear that we're testing the site and not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably one place today where you don't have to worry about making mistakes. We want to hear exactly what you think, so please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We want to improve it, so we need to know honestly what you think. As we go along, I'm going to ask you to think out loud, to tell me what's going on through your mind. This will help us. If you have questions, just ask. I may not be able to answer them right away, since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting right next to them. But I will try to answer any questions you still have when we're done. We have a lot to do, and I'm going to keep us moving, but we'll try to make sure that it's fun too. You may have noticed the camera. With your permission, we're going to record the computer screen and what you have to say as well as your facial expressions. The recordings will be only used to help us figure out how to improve the site, and it won't be seen by anyone except the people working on the project. It also helps me because I don't have to take out any notes except for that guy. Do you have any questions before we begin?
Nope.
That's a lot of words. Alright, so before we look at the website, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Okay. What is your occupation?
I work at GameStop right now.
Pretty dope. What is your age?
23.
Your gender?
Female.
That you associate with, I guess. Personal computer reference in terms of PC versus Mac.
PC.
How often do you spend browsing the web?
Like daily, probably a couple of hours, if not more.
Okay. What is your level of education?
I'm a semester away from graduating with a bachelor's degree.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
And what is this degree in?
ATEC.
Okay, Arts and Technology. What is your preferred method of research in terms of internet, library, interviews, field trials?
Mostly internet.
Okay. And what is your browser of choice?
Google Chrome.
Okay. Do you have any favorite websites?
I spend a lot of time on YouTube right now because of my sister.
All right. In your downtime, do you prefer indoors versus outdoors, vice versa?
Probably indoors.
Okay. Usually spent on the computer?
Or, yeah, video games, something, reading,
Gotcha.
drawing, homework.
Ooh, yeah, we love doing homework in our downtime. All right. So we are going to search for a website right now.
Okay.
So if you can get into a browser and find the website called CogNet, CogNet.
I think it remembered.
Okay. So before you do anything, I'm going to ask you to look at this page and tell me what you think. What strikes you about it? What do you think you would want to click on first? For now, don't actually click on anything. Just tell me what you would like to click on. And again, as much as possible, it helps us if you think out loud.
Well, first thing I noticed was the free trial. I think that'd be the first thing I want to click on. But I also want to scroll down and look at the rest of the, I guess, what are books down below.
You can scroll around. Just don't click anything.
I don't know why, but I feel like all the different size fonts are distracting.
Okay. So what do you think this website's purpose is?
Looks like books, reference, journals, so maybe research, to help out with research possibly, or just a different way to find books and journals, but online.
Okay.
So ebooks maybe?
Who do you think would use this website regularly?
Well, if it's for research, probably anybody in education or trying to do a project or research papers. Looks like there's a lot about cognitive, creativity, so psychology, possibly, brain work.
So if you were alone theoretically and not in the company of strangers, where would you wish to click first to explore?
The second, like, little book thing here. How Things Shape the Mind. I like the cover of it for some reason.
Okay. Why did that draw your attention? Is it specifically the image?
Yeah, my favorite colors are blue and turquoise, and it's mostly that colors. Also kind of looks like a photograph.
Okay. So what on the page, and feel free to scroll, does not capture your attention? Where's your eye not drawn to?
I like the browse topic squares. Like I see the titles, but everything past that, even though the squares that they're inside of are a different color, they kind of just blend in with the background, the white background. It doesn't really draw my eye.
Okay. All right. So now that you're within the home page, let's search for any books by the author called Michael Ty.
Maybe I spelled it right. I think I spelled that right.
Did you find that pretty easy?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Let's find a book by Bill Moggridge.
Moggridge?
Moggridge.
That says it doesn't pull anybody up. Did I spell it right?
You did spell it correctly.
Okay. That's weird.
So what does that indicate to you?
The site doesn't have anything tied to that particular author, or maybe it's under a different name, like maybe William instead of Bill. Nope, still doesn't bring me up, so probably doesn't have any information on him.
Okay, so let's find some journal articles by Simon Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, Sasha.
Well, no, that's the brother of.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, yeah. So it's Simon, Baron, and then next word, Cohen, Cohen.
G-N. That pulled up. Cool. Mind blindness.
So is this a little bit more rewarding and easier to find versus Bill Moggridge?
Yeah, definitely, because it actually came up with something. So.
Do you kind of feel like there's some loose ends with Moggridge because there's no definitive information?
Yeah, just wondering like why they don't have him on the site, or maybe his work doesn't pertain to what they're trying to focus on, which seems to still be psychology, maybe?
Okay. All right, so let's find some journal articles by Iden Landau. So it's IDANLANDAU.
Theory of control.
All right, so let's pick on one of his articles. Any one of them.
Control. Cool.
All right, let's open up the PDF file. That seemed pretty easy. All right, so let's find our way back to the home page. And Would you search for me titles that are available on neuroscience?
Straight to homepage, maybe under topics. Science.
Okay. Awesome. Now, if you wanted to subscribe to this website, how do you think you would go about doing that?
The subscribe button next to the free trial, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would be your preferred method of contacting them based on the information they've given you?
I personally prefer emails. I don't care to talk on the phone.
Okay. Now, if you were to give feedback about a broken link on this website, how do you think you would go about that?
Feedback on a broken link. Maybe FAQ. Probably still could email them, but there might be a different email. Just contact. Descriptions, tuning. I'd probably just email them from one of their contacts.
Okay. And then quick question. What do you think would make all of this searching more interesting?
Well, right now, like, there seems to be a consistent color theme, but which is black, blue, and white. But after a while, that gets kind of bland.
Okay.
Maybe just changing the titles every once in a while to a different color, perhaps?
Okay, no problem. All right. So let's go back to the home page.
Okay.
All right, so we're recording. All right, so now that we're back on the home page, what do you think about the layout of the page in terms of color, composition, legibility, the images? Is it interesting? Is it boring?
Like I said, the books seem like interesting topics. The overall website, though, it's legible. I would say some of the smaller fonts are a little too small for my preference. And I don't know, like if I probably would recommend on any links that maybe you've already tried, they turn purple.
Okay.
Just so that you know you've clicked on them before if somebody's searching for something.
Do you like the layouts? Do you think it's organized well and structured?
Yeah, I don't know about having the search bar at the very, very top. Maybe underneath the bar here. That's got the topics and journals. But I did find it easily enough, so maybe it is fine there. Then overall layout seems like a basic website. Information at the bottom, books and journals in the middle.
Okay. All right, so if you could do me the favor, could you search for the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience?
Right there.
All right, so Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience, correct. Now can you search for Imagining Real and Unreal Things?
Is it the same thing? So is it part of the article then? Oh, okay. Cool.
Perfect. All right, now that you found the book, let's find our way back to the original homepage. So at this point of navigating through the website, do you find yourself frustrated? Do you find it pretty simple to navigate through? Is there anything we can improve upon your experience?
Overall searching, no, it's pretty easy. I've definitely seen worse. Yeah, me personally, I just don't know about having a search bar at the very top. But finding things seems pretty okay. Only thing is like this seems just like way too much text and probably really hard to find. Now I'm used to clicking on the very top, and normally that's getting me what I need, but if it wasn't, then trying to search through and find what I actually did need would be very frustrating. But
Okay.
so far everything's fine.
All right, so let's go back to the homepage.
Okay.
I would like to request for you to search for the oldest published book to date within their database.
So books, probably, published date. That would be, maybe it was fine the way I had it. No, because that's 2016, okay. So 1964?
Perfect. So now find your way back to the original homepage.
Okay.
Can you say that you've had any prior experience with a website that's similar to this?
Not researching like this particular information.
But in terms of like format, layout, have you had to navigate through a website with similar structure?
Feel like maybe I wouldn't know which website right off the top of my head.
Okay.
But it seems like a pretty similar website.
All right. So you can't name or think of anything that would be a similar website to this, or be a similar experience to in terms of like navigating through the same type of structure.
I'm trying to think of where I might have seen something similar.
You're welcome to Google anything or search for anything.
I mean, because I do a lot of like searching for concept art.
Okay.
To get inspiration for homework and stuff.
And what's your go-to?
Mostly it's DeviantArt, which is weird because I don't think this is anywhere near.
I still have one.
I still have one too. I used it for cosplay for a while, but it's got the similar like photographs and stuff that draw your eye, and then the search bar is at the top, so maybe something similar to that.
Okay, but for like
books,
possibly,
yeah,
or journal entries. Awesome. So how would we improve your overall experience with CogNet?
Maybe
not pertaining to content, that is.
Yeah. Overall experience. So far, it's cool, and it seems like at first glance, it seems like a legit website, but with the basic fonts and stuff like that, and then when you go to search something, it brings up just that page of text, then it starts making me feel kind of like, is this a real legit website? Is this someone that just threw something together real fast?
Gotcha.
So, be a little bit more professional looking, I guess.
All right, and you said something like a layout like DeviantArt would be an example of how to improve.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we got everything we need. Thank you for your participation.
Cool.
And then Nathan's gonna kill the video.